All right, guys, so this lesson is going to be all about comparing functions when they're in different formats. So what I have here is 4 different linear functions. One's in a graph, one has a table, one's an equation, and one is sort of just a description of the slope and y-intercept. Speaking of slope and y-intercept, since these are all linear functions, I should be able to write them in slope-intercept form and identify the m and b from the y equals mx plus b formula. So I'm going to go through this one at a time and just find the slope and y-intercept for all 4 of them and get the equation for all 4 of them just right off the bat before I answer these questions. So I'm going to start out with function 1, my graph. Now right away, that's my y-intercept. That's where it crosses the y-axis. That's at -3. So I'm going to say b equals -3. Now I can find slope by doing rise over run. Taking this point on the left, going to this point on the right, I would have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a rise of -4 and a run of 1. So my m is -4 over 1, or just -4. So now that I have my slope and my y-intercept, I write it in y equals mx plus b format. I get y equals -4x minus 3, or if you want to do plus -3, that's fine too. But there we go. I have slope, y-intercept, and the equation for function 1. Function 2 in the table. Now what's nice is they gave me the y-intercept right in this table, 0, 2. That's where it's going to cross the y-axis. So I have it right away, b equals 2. To find slope, I need to check the change in y over change in x. So I'm checking here. That's plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 5 again. And plus 5 again. Sorry, it's a little sloppy. But it is going plus 5 all the way down. Those are my changes in y, or my rises. On the x side, it goes 1, 1, 1, 1. So my change in y over change in x, or my rise over run, is always 5 over 1. 5 over 1, 5 over 1, 5 over 1. That's a constant rate of change. That means my m is 5. And if I know slope is 5, y-intercept is 2, my equation is going to be y equals 5x plus 2. Now function 3, they gave me the equation already. So that makes it nice and easy. I just have to realize that this is in y equals mx plus b format. Now, yes, this is -1, not +1, so it's not exactly plus b. If you want to make this plus -1, that's fine by me. Plus -1. I mean, either way, you should be able to tell the slope here is 2. The y-intercept here is -1. And I already had the equation y equals 2x minus 1, so I know the slope, the y-intercept, and the equation. Let's see, function 4. I have a slope of -1. That means m equals -1. And a y-intercept of 4. That means b equals 4. And that means my equation would be y equals -1x, or just -x, plus 4. Now that I have my 4 equations, my 4 slopes and y-intercepts for all the functions, now I should be able to go over and answer these questions really easily, which I'll do in the next video.